Thus ended the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title?
Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny, and I'll owe its retrieval to you and you alone. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day. Good luck. So, what's the word?
Wait, my friends, or Alexander.
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up, the cut of your cloth, the weight of your bag. A moment passes.
Taken too early, all hope destroyed. The path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine? We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us to paradise against all.
Then a smile creases his face, a smile carefully constructed to look friendly and authentic.
Greetings, my lord. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing...
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
I'm sorry, I mistook you for a different kind of person. My mistake. I shall return to serving the other customers, and I wish you a good, if boring, appetite. I'm sorry, it's not about the money. Really, you insult me now. This is about fellowship, about a shared world view amongst devotees of strange and exhilarating experiences.
Too high, they got nothing.
May the seven usher us to paradise against all the odds.
Caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Another sorcerer on the loose. I knew they should cut off the Meister's head and burn the rest. Gotta make sure it don't grow back.
Killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the void. Taken too early, all hope destroyed. The path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine? We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us to paradise against all the odds.
Arguing with Mac is like giving medicine to the dead. He's as stubborn as a corpse and smells the part to boot. No wonder Papa Thrash gives him the stink.
A most vile incident. You have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
That's right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw him in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
The bard opens his mouth.
Oh! The beast himself! Never composed a beast ballad myself, come to think of it. Tell you what, I shall craft a rhyme for you. All I ask in return... Magnificent! But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must face...
He stares at you for a few torturing...
Interesting. Most fellow dwarves prefer drinking chants to the fine art I offer. But I see it. The redness of your nose, the lilt of your gait. Drink can get the better of you.
He smiles a crooked smile.
Not that I could judge a dwarf for his drinking habits. After all, the kingdom is a shadow of its former self. Who is to blame for its collapse? Oh, amazing, isn't it? That so many of us must beg for scraps while royalty feasts on fresh meat and grain. Condemn our queen, if you dare.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who...
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. I have completely set aside the ale and pay respects. For drink has left the dwarven people vexed. Drunkards, one and all, a rancid lot. Their dignity has all but left. Stripped of power. Yet
He gives you the slightest nod of acknowledgement.
What'll it be?
dwarves will dominate the stage.
He fixes you with a stare, looks you... Then a smile creases his face. A smile carefully
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world.
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
I'm sorry, I mistook you for a different kind of person. My mistake? I'm sorry, it's not about... Really, you insult me now. This is about...
A smile spreads across his face. He holds out his hand.
Now we're speaking the same language. So, let me ask you this. Across the world, who is renowned above all others for their exquisite love-making abilities? Well, I'm sure that in your own case, that sentiment is, my friend, the very best lovers are, whisper it, lizards. And for a barely significant sum of gold, I can introduce you to the greatest lizard. Well, this is what's available. Take it or leave it. And I suggest you take it. It's better to regret something you did.
He holds out his hand. The money vanishes into his apron.
Now, let me ask you this. What flavour of stew do you prefer? Do you like the strong and meaty variety? Or do you prefer it delicate and fragrant, if you get my meaning? Upstairs, on the second floor. His name is Zarat. Pleasure is his...
He gives you a mischievous grin, then dips his head in salute and turns away.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw him in a hole for all I care.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
But Mother, I'm sleeping.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one...
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you.
I'm so glad you came. But
He turns his back on you and waits for your companions to leave.
Curiosity kills.
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns...
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just the handsome gardener. I was in here watering the plants, and I saw these robes. I couldn't resist their silky touch.
He raises his eyebrow.
Not so fast, little lady. These things take time. If you're not in the mood for games, would you like me to dance? I like a lover who likes the arts. Here we go.
He takes a step towards you.
Who tended to get very bored.
He arches an eyebrow and takes 2 more steps towards you. He stops, lets you come to him.
He complained to his missus.
He gives you a wry smile.
She asked him for kiss.
He lays a hand upon your hip, kisses you lightly on one cheek, delicately on the other.
And then she said, "Oh, darling, I thought you'd never..."
He leans into you and kisses you passionately, his forked tongue probing. He takes you into his arms, into his heart. Your world explodes in ecstasy.
Good morning, lovebirds.
Good morning, Gil. Hey, this is my lover. Lover, this is my friend Gil.
Shut it, Longbow.
I'm sorry, darling. It's a setup. You paid for a trip to Paris.
To wit, we're taking all your stuff. If you want it back, you can take it up with Lohar.
I'm afraid you're too late. My work... This has been a difficult day.
You're a delicate one, ain't you? Hope the smell don't drive you off.
A sturdy elf you are. penny for a sick dog?
A glance at the dog's miserable...
Thank ye kindly. Much obliged. Why, my dog's doctor. Dog's sick. Go on, give us a penny for a sick dog. Cheers. Putty for a penny? You're very... Then get out of the way. Penny for a sick dog?
Who will?
Calm as a coiled spring, held tight.
You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were you. It's madness out there. Never seen anything like it.
Not a call for the junk you sell, then.
Junk? What? Nothing less.
Until later, then.
And a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Long the Lord's helping us home.
Don't come over. While you're buying anything.
They don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Nothing good. The void woken are everywhere. Thank the divine you're here to protect us.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Yes, yes, of course.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
They don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Have you anything that will protect against void waking?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But void woken? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is.
Glad to see you well.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
They don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Your flesh stinks at the board. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
Kind that don't fancy starving. Rest of this town.
How you holding up?
It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, Wolf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
How you holding up? Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Until later, then.
While you're buying anything,
I don't come visit your tongue. Who will?
wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
There's a lot of call for the junk you've sold, Ben.
Junk? Why, I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients.
Vapid fiction, along with a large helping of ham.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over while you're buying anything.
I don't come visit your tongue. Who will?
Wouldn't you like
Glad to see you well.
Your flesh stinks of the board. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
kind that don't fancy starving? Rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, Paul, for you end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Not in any mood to talk about.
Until later, then. Glad to see you well.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Aye.
Don't come over.
Yes.
Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come visit.
Until later, then.
it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Have you anything that will protect against food wipe?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But wide walking? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is, then.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Hey, this news! Fresh from the War Owl! Many a latest, my friend. The war, 7 savers. Stabbed in the back he was, but kill 'em all, I say. I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? The son of the Divine is dead. Gone. Who'll save us now? Jolly Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Ha! Scourge, more like. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped and whipped all the way to the execution grounds. Didn't even give them the dignity of the sword, no sir. Had them all hung. Real slow, like. You ask me, I say she's mad as a mink with its tail on fire. Begging your pardon, of course. Ain't looking too good for them lizards. Word is, the Divine Order's gonna hit the ancient empire and hit it hard. You remember what happened to the elves, don't you? Ain't no one left standing. Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
Wide walking? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is, then.
How you holding up?
Divine order to march against the ancient